Okay, hi. So here we will have our last video about the simple interest. And particularly, we're going to solve um, the P. Okay, how to get the value of the P, or our present value, or the principal amount. So let's start it with this example. As preparation for Wanda's college studies, her parents want to save an amount of 200,000 pesos. That is after 3 years. If they decide to deposit in a bank offering an annual simple interest rate of 2.5%, how much do they need to deposit right now? Okay, so let's look at the examples given. So again, in essence, Wanda's parents want to have this kind of amount given in 3 years, and then with this, knowing that the bank gives this kind of simple interest rate. So let's start with the first number. That's our 20,000 at the end of 3 years. So Wanda's college want this amount inside their account. So that's your F. That's your future value. Time is 3 years, since it's very clear that after 3 years they want this kind of amount, and we can see that the rate is 2.5%. Change that to decimal, that's 0.025. Okay, in decimal notation. So that's your given. How about your A? You're asked how much money do they need to deposit right now. So I mean right now. So from the now, we can say that this is the present amount, right? So, or the principal amount, the starting amount, okay, in such a way that after 3 years, it will become 200,000. So how much will they need to deposit right now? So let's start with the solution, and let's try to recall the formula of F, our made simple formula in the last video. So F equals your future value is equal to P, present value, times the quantity of 1 plus interest rate times time. That's it. So what we need to do is transpose this. Okay, make use of some algebra. Transfer the 1 plus RT to the other side, that is in the denominator exactly of F. So what we're going to have in the next line is P equals F over 1 plus RT. That's our formula in finding the P. Okay, so using our calculators again, we're going to solve, okay, this problem. I got mine here. So what is your F? Your F is 200,000 divided by 1 plus R, that's 0.025. Kindly use the decimal notation, times 3. That's going to give us, let's see, yes, this is the amount that comes out of my calculator. So 186,046 pesos and 0.51 centavos. Actually, in your calculators, you will see 0.5116. Okay, so there is four decimal place. There are four decimal places, but then again, we're talking about reality here. We're talking about amount of money. So money only stops in the second decimal place, that is in the nearest centavo. Okay, so this is our answer. Now, let's give the definition of the present value or the principal amount in some books. So the present value or principal value is the amount needed now to accumulate your future amount, your future value in the time t, or in how many years do you want to wait to get this f. So how much do you need to deposit right now? So the present value formula, as we have given last example. So p is the principal amount, r is the simple interest rate, t is the time in years, and don't forget the f. F is your future value. That's your amount. That's your money after some time t. Okay, let's have more examples. Now, find the present value of the following at the given annual simple interest rate. So we're going to find the P of these values, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so you can pause the video if you want to answer it yourself. Okay, I think you have the answer now. So let's have it. So using our formula F. So this is our F. This is the first value is the F. This is the T. This is the R. So again, our formula is F over all over 1 plus RT. So for the number 1, F 1000 divided by um divide division sign, open parenthesis, 1 plus 3% in decimal is 0.03, right? Times 2 is gonna give us here. Okay, 943.40. Okay, it became 40 because in the calculator it shows 396, so round it up, so 40. For number 2, follow the same procedure, use this formula still. So 2,500 divided by, open parenthesis, 1.5% is 0.015 times 5 years. That's your t, close parenthesis. Just some technicalities in the calculator. If you're using um, a non-natural calculator or a non-plus calculator, you need to put the open parenthesis and the close parenthesis right after when you have this kind of grouping in the denominator. In some calculators, that really shows the fraction sign or the fraction bars, but well and good. Okay, but for those who who don't show it for the calculator, so like mine, we use the parentheses. They come in handy. Okay, so the answer is 2,500. Let me 2,500 divided by open close open parenthesis 1 plus 0.015. I forgot to put the 1 the constant. That's why it's wrong in my calculator. So let me put it. So yeah, that's it. Here you go. So the answer is 2,325 pesos and 58 centavos. There's a 1 after this 8, so retained by the rules of rounding off. And lastly, number 3. So let's use the same old formula here. 10,000 divided by open parenthesis 1. That's the one I forgot. Plus 5%. We know 5% as 0.05 times 10. That's 10 years. Close parenthesis equals. So, oh, okay. So it's 6,666.67. Okay, it should be 666, but then we round it off. We round up because it's a 67. Okay, let's move on. Not a very good number to look at. Okay, for some of you, let's move. Okay, so let's have another example using word problems. So I'm going to read it once. Determine the principal amount that you need to invest at a simple annual interest of 8% to have a total amount of 446,400 pesos at the end of 3 years. Okay, so I'm going to give you time to answer that. Okay, I think you have it already. Again, we're going to use the given, asked, and solution method. So what are the given? So first given is 8%. We have seen here 8%. So in decimal, it's 0.08. We have the future amount. That's 446,400. And we have the time in years. That's 3 years. Okay. And then what is asked from us? We're asked the principal amount. Very clear. That's your P question mark. And your solution is the same formula here. Let's just substitute using our calculators. 446,400 divided by 1 plus 0.08 times 3. And what we can see is 360,000 pesos. So in order to get this amount using the 8% annual interest rate for 3 years, you need to have or deposit 360,000 pesos now. So that after 3 years, you'll have this 446,400, right? So that's it. Now, this is the end of our simple interest um, lessons or set of videos. Thank you very much for being with me in this set of videos. I hope you learned something from this. Next up, I will be making a batch of videos about compound interest. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button. And thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Bye.